Hello and welcome to this session in the ISTQB Women in Testing series. I am very privileged to have with me today Lilia Gargouri. Hello, Lilia.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Lilia, very brief introduction. You're from the head of quality at MGM Technology Partners. I know that you're a trainer, a mentor, a speaker. I know that you're an active contributor to the German testing board, the GTB. And I know that you've also been a bit of an innovator building a low-code based model-driven test automation tool. So a very busy lady. Lilia, I'm going to just ask you to start to talk a little bit about your journey. What is it that initially drew you to pursuing an IT career? What shaped your interest in technology? And I'm just hand over to you to go from kind of, the early part of your story to where you are now.
Thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you for having me. And I truly appreciate the opportunity to be here and contribute to women in testing. Now, to your question, let me start from the very beginning. In 1972, I was born in the harbor town of Sfax on the Mediterranean coast in Tunisia in North Africa. I grew up in a middle-class family, fortunate to be the daughter of a very ambitious, tireless, warm-hearted and inspiring strong woman. So my mother instilled a love for education and learning in my sisters and me at an early age. So she consistently encouraged us to pursue higher education and emphasized the importance of financial independence for women and self-determination. Despite the tragic loss basically of my mother at a young age, her words continued to guide me, and you will see this through my career. And I am really thankful of having her as a role model at an early stage. She influenced me positively, and it was then easy for me to follow, to tread in her footsteps. So basically, already at the age of 14, I dreamed of studying in Europe. And to qualify for a scholarship to study abroad, I needed to rank among the top 100 high school graduates in the country, which is a big goal for a very young girl, right? I was maybe so ambitious like my mom. So I took it seriously, and I began to focus intensely on achieving the highest grades in my school subjects, particularly mathematics, because it was the highest rated. As a result, I dedicated most of my free time, including weekends and holidays, and stayed on the beach to practicing math intensively. This is really happened. So after a while, I developed a passion for delving into complex math problems, combining different approaches to solve them. I still remember sitting for hours in front of one single geometry problem and knowing that I can and I will solve it. So this experience undoubtedly enhanced my creativity, perseverance, resilience, intuition, and also combinatorial thinking immensely. So you see, all of this you need it in quality assurance. Basically, you need it in every job. In my final high school year, my mathematical proficiency was such that I completed a 4-hour math exam flawlessly in just 1 hour. I was so proud of myself and so happy. I went home and say, "You." Does this mean I was inherently brilliant in math? I don't think so. I rather believe that anyone who devotes a significant amount of time in a subject will inevitably excel in it. So let me give you an example. If I had begun practicing the piano at age of 3, I might be a lang lang today, right? um, yeah, at the age of 18, I was then awarded a scholarship that allowed me to move to Germany to pursue my studies, marking a significant milestone in my journey at an early stage. In preparation for my studying, so basically for studying computer science at the Technical University of Braunschweig in North Germany, I had just few months to learn German. the academic program was only offered in German at that time. So luckily, this challenge didn't hinder me, as I quickly integrated into university life by joining the women's football club and forming friendships with German peers. So after 3 months, I was able to understand and speak German. It was not perfect, but it was enough or sufficient to easily study computer science. I vividly recall stepping into the lecture hall as a first year student, where I found myself among only 5 women amidst a sea of young men. The stark gender disparity was evident. It didn't discourage me from pursuing my studies. It didn't intimidate me. I was 18, 19, abroad without family, in a new country, new city, new language. Why should this gender disparity scares me? Yeah. Studying computer science was fun for me. Why? Because the half of computer science degree program was focused on math, which happens to be my favorite subject. So it was no problem. And at the age of 25, I proudly graduated with honors, marking basically the second milestone in my career, which was important. Basically, after graduating, I married my boyfriend in Tunisia and I returned back home. However, within a few months, I realized that this decision was a mistake. Um, Firstly, I found myself overqualified for the limited job opportunities available in Tunisia at that time. And secondly, spending my day confined to domestic duties like cooking and stuff felt unfulfilling. It's simply not me. Yeah. So after dedicating years of education, the role of a traditional housewife does not align to my ambitions and personality. And not to mention, I cannot cook anyway. So recognizing my mistake, I returned to Germany, despite being 5 months pregnant, and I filed for divorce. After this, while facing basically the challenge of single parenthood, I regained my sense of freedom and independence. And this was important to me, and it was okay. It was a lot of work and hard, but it was not impossible. And it was the right decision. Yeah. And upon my return to Germany, I worked 2 years at the Technical University as a research assistant. And I developed at that time algorithm for calculating the performance of motors for cars and hydraulic cylinders. My son then went to kindergarten for half a day at that time, later for a full day, which was hard. And it was a hard time. So basically, I was half mom, but I did my best not to, abandon myself and not to abandon my son. So it was half somehow. And I make it. And in the year 2000, I joined MGM in Munich and started my career as software developer. Over a span of 13 years at MGM, I worked on projects for notable companies such as Compaq, HP, the German tax authorities, gaining extensive experience in software development. Yeah. Sometimes people ask, why staying in the same company for so long? Yeah. For me, basically, it was attributed to 2 key factors. Firstly, at MGM, I had the flexibility to transition between different projects, offering a variety of challenges and opportunities. It's like switching companies, but within the company. And secondly, at MGM fostered a culture of continuous learning and provided an inspiring work environment, which I really appreciate. So this was why I stood so long. Now, regarding my transition in my career from software development to quality assurance, basically my transition was coincidental. While in the coffee kitchen during a test phase of a project, I spontaneously offered assistance to quality assurance colleagues struggling with automated tests that had been failing for weeks. So this really seemingly minor decision became, believe it or not, a pivotal moment in my career. In a short span, I revamped the automated tests using a modularized approach and redesigned the test cases with the user-centric perspective. Additionally, I enhanced the data, the test data quality, and thereby increased the test coverage. Moreover, I streamlined processes to achieve high quality with minimal effort. So this role allowed me to contribute, basically to combine the following skills. So intuition, creativity, methodology, analytical skills, strategic thinking, and of course my technical skills. So for me, this is a perfect fit to my talents and interests. And you need all these skills if you would like to excel in software quality assurance. So following this remarkable quality improvement achieved through my automated tests in that project, I assumed then leadership to the technical quality assurance of the MGM low-code platform A12. So now it's a platform, is no longer one single project. So many exciting technologies, and my transition to this project opened doors for me and offered me enough space. And this is really important if you have talents, to have the space and the flexibility to unleash your talents. And this I had then as I moved to the 8-Wave low-code platform. And intuitively, I began developing a test automation catalog, combining various software solutions to simplify and accelerate test automation, and now across all 8-Wave-based projects. So this initiative aimed to prevent redundant effort across projects by providing a standardized approach. So, and it was very helpful that I was a software developer. So, because basically I developed a lot of software solutions to make this possible. And then, as you mentioned, and then I had my own innovation, the automation of test automation. I can talk in this precisely if you want, if you are interested to know how I find this idea. So, should I?
Yes, yes, please, yes.
So during a summer break, basically, I was on holidays. Uh, uh, and while cleaning the glass doors in my apartment in the summer in August, so other people go outside and have fun, just an idea struck me. And it was really the birth of the innovation. And to illustrate its impact, let's consider a complex German text form with numerous fields. So previously, we only implement the necessary controls for the automation after the UI is created. And now the idea was, can I extract from models? It was the model-based idea. So can I extract from the model informations and generate the code for automation in forehand, which was amazing. So no implementation, no maintenance, and many efficiency. And this was the core idea. And I really exercised it by my own. I modeled very quickly some small thing, and then I tried to extend the idea, and it was working. And I was amazed about this. And then now we have it in production in 12 projects. And yeah, so yeah, it was just an idea and it works. And the nice thing about this is, if you get an idea, try it quickly, because otherwise your idea will die and then you will forget it. And sometimes very brilliant ideas just went away because we don't pay attention. Yeah. So after inventing the automation of automation, you can find my presentation, I guess, in YouTube. So as a result, I became the head of the MGM quality team, leading a cross-project team of experts in test automation. And currently, we support over 27 customer projects across the public sector, e-commerce, insurance industries, and their test automation endeavors. So it's really fun. For me, it's fun. It's exciting, it's innovative, and I, in my position now, I have more possibilities to not only try things, to collaborate with colleagues, with companies, and also to build up the new QA generation, basically. Yeah, this is the story. And as you mentioned, I am a contributor and hopefully soon a member of the German Testing Board and speaker in many QA events. I try really to encourage a lot of females in IT. Last year, I joined the Females in IT Congress in Germany, and it was amazing to be with almost 200 females in IT, brilliant females in IT from across e-commerce, e-health, and IT, and it was amazing. It was a nice day of having the spirit of success, innovation, and also networking. It was amazing. So yeah, if I summarize all of this through it all, I have learned that courage, perseverance, and patience are really the keys to unlocking our fullest potential. For sure, you need always a chance, but you need also to work for a chance. So it's both. So basically, I challenge every woman that is interested in quality assurance and in IT to dream boldly and pursue her patience relentlessly, and never let anyone dim the light of your aspiration, basically. Yeah.
Lilia, wow. I think that's got to be one of the most inspiring talks I've heard in a long while. That was wonderful. For anybody who's watching this, who is thinking about, how do I follow my dreams? How do I overcome these obstacles? How do I embrace the obstacles as challenges? They need to listen to your story. That was truly remarkable. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Debbie, for this opportunity to share this with other females in IT.
And beyond, I think for anybody who is thinking about career, thinking about just, in their everyday life, how to find ways forward.
Keep fighting, never give up.
Never give up. Lilia, thank you ever so much. And I wish you all the very best in the next stages of what I know is just going to be a continuous, remarkable journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Debbie.
Thank you. Thank you for listening, everybody who's tuned in as well. Thank you.